$1,000 tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
I believe it's about that time.
Turn the radio on, Wayne.
This is my friend, Todd.
He makes me laugh.
From Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, super! What a crackpot.
Would you please just listen?
Really fun.
And it's free.
Oh boy, this is great.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Did somebody say pie? It's a wonderful day for pie. You can ask all the birds in the sky, and they'll tell you real sweet with a musical tweet.
It's a wonderful, wonderful day for pie.
It's National Pie Day. I love my pie. Yummy in my tummy. It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream rolling on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. There's all kinds of pies out there that you can indulge in. What's your favorite? When I was growing up, I always loved pecan pie, but now there's just no way. I can't eat pecan pie anymore. It's too sweet. I mean, I love pecans. I get a bag of pecans every year for Christmas, but I can't eat it in pie. I would have to say I fluctuate between, and it's been a while. It's been a while since I've had pie because I mentioned this on the show. My wife, she had weight loss surgery. She's lost 180 pounds. She looks fabulous. She's feeling great. She's eating healthy. I can't have pies in the house. I can't. So, you know, I'm pieless. But I kind of fluctuate between two favorites. It's either cherry pie or strawberry pie. Those are the two. Apple pie's not bad, but I'm not like a big apple guy. But I like the strawberry pie and I like the cherry pie. So if you got any comments on pies, hit me up. We also have a pair of tickets to give away to see Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in concert with the Dayton Philharmonic Orchestra Friday, May 9th at the Schuster. Just be listening for the Harry Potter music. You'll recognize it. And also we have a current events quiz next hour. Your chance to win one of those very cool Evening Edge, highly sought after jackpot coffee mugs. I want to talk to my friend Ron about something. It's
Ron! Yes, sir.
I got a question for you.
What's
I don't know how many jobs you've had in your life. Are we talking 10? Like business, 20?
Close to.
20?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've had quite a few jobs in my life. And I've had a few managers and I've worked for a few companies that I thought from time to time did some strange things or just weird behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually triggered by something that happens. For example, I worked at a place and I sort of understand the point of view of management, but they started to notice that somebody, and this was a smaller business, maybe 10 workers, somebody was starting to steal toilet paper. Okay. So it was a corporation, but it wasn't like some huge place where, you know, a roll of toilet paper is going to disappear. Nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to care.
Right.
But here, this was a big deal. So they cracked down and they said, well, somebody keeps stealing the toilet paper. And we knew who it was.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of just dealing with that person, they decided to start buying cheap toilet paper, like the thin toilet paper that you could read through.
Yeah, the zero ply.
Right. And I thought that was a bit extreme. So I started bringing my own toilet paper into work, left it at my desk. When I had to go to the bathroom, I took my toilet paper and then I brought it back and I put it in the bottom left-hand drawer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wasn't going to put up with paper thin, lousy toilet paper. Well, I was reminded of this today because I saw a story. Now, this is from China. Okay, it's a China story. But there is a company over there that's come under fire for installing surveillance cameras in the restroom. Now, not because somebody's stealing toilet paper, but because they're saying employees are spending too much time in the John.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're catching all kinds of grief with this. And if they catch somebody who they think has been in the bathroom too long, all right, they take a digital image from that surveillance video and they post it on a wall of shame. calling out these employees. Now, this is a pretty good sized company. This isn't, some little mom and pop place.
Yeah.
This is a big place. It's some sort of electroacoustic technology company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Electroacoustic. So can't they use some of that technology to figure out if
maybe they
somebody's in the
can,
bathroom
maybe they
instead
can.
of the camera?
Right. Maybe they can. They can bounce sound waves off the walls, kind of like sonar. Like
Yes.
how long, But I'm just curious if you've ever worked someplace where they went to such extremes to sort of keep their workers in line, or maybe you've had a manager who, did something weird or just behaved in a strange way that puts you in a situation. Because I had a manager who did that, and I ended up getting fired for calling him out on it.
Okay.
So I was doing a radio show somewhere here in the Miami Valley, and this guy, he was a general manager. He really didn't know much about radio programming or doing a show. He was a sales guy, right?
Oh, okay. Right.
But somehow he was put in charge of this building, the station, not this one, but where I was working.
A long time ago.
At some point, he started showing up during the morning show and would come and stand in the studio. And after we would do one of our wacky morning show breaks, he'd critique us.
On the spot.
On the spot.
Nice.
And finally, I just turned to him one morning and said, you're running the station into the ground. And I got fired. Deservedly so, right?
Okay,
because
right, yeah.
because I was insubordinate.
I hear that.
But a month later, the station went under and it was sold. So I wasn't wrong. But have you ever had, crazy dealings like that with a boss or a business or something? I'm sure people have stories like this.
Not really. I mean, well, I spent 3 years in the Army, so I mean, you got some. Especially when you're in basic training and whatever,
That's different, though.
Drill sergeants are out there creeping around and stuff.
That's different. You got to put up with that. I mean, that's part of the
real
deal.
world here. No, actually, I haven't.
Yeah, I mean, I realized this place was in China, right? And I know that nobody, well, at least legally, are going to put surveillance cameras in the bathroom.
They got their cameras in their breakfast cereal over there, man.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is you could put a camera right outside the bathroom door.
You could. That's possible.
And it's not like they're spying on you while you're taking care of business. But if somebody wanted to sit there and watch the camera, and you walk in and then they I'm trying to find my here it is. They start doing this. They start running the the clock.
All right, go.
How long are they? A minute, 2 minutes,
really
3
over
minutes?
the top would be if someone went into the bathroom with you and critiqued you when you were done. That would be a little too far as well. Then I would say, you know what? You're running this place into the ground, buddy.
I love that. Or somebody in there making sure you wash your hands.
Yeah, well. Some places I've worked at, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah. That I could actually get behind.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You didn't wash your hands, and they say, I don't care, and they report you to the hand washing police.
By the way, was that wall of shame in the bathroom? Did they post it in the bathroom? Something for you to read? while
No,
you're
I
going?
believe it was in a let's see. I'm scanning real quick.
Like
it was in a break room.
Okay. Aha. Yeah.
Yeah.
There
yeah,
you go. Yeah. The break room wall.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, anyway, I thought maybe, people might have crazy stories like that,
I can't wait to hear them.
Yeah. 937-457-1290. Let's talk to Wolf and Troy. Hey, Wolf.
Hey, good to hear from you again.
How are you?
I'm up in Troy. Anyway, I noticed you said it's National Pie Day.
Yes.
Okay, I'm actually a manager at a pizza spot up here in Troy. Different kind of pies, if you know what I mean. So I kind of relate to what y'all been discussing.
Okay.
My suggestion for you of not being able to have pies in your house is buy a safe.
Buy a safe?
Buy a safe. Keep your pie in the house.
I like it. Not one of the vintage pie safes, which
No,
I don't think you can really lock, but like an actual
combination or fingerprint. Because then you'd be able to have your pie, and she wouldn't be tempted to go after it.
Boy, I don't know if I came home with a safe, and I said, "Well, this is to keep all the all the pies and all the sweet cakes and all that in there." I don't know that would go very well.
Well, what you do is you have it installed when she's like off the spa or something.
Oh, like have it installed into the ground and put a throw rug over it.
Have it installed.
Yeah. A hidden pie safe. Not a bad idea, Wolf. Not a bad idea. I'll take that under consideration. Thank you. Brian and Huber. Hey, Brian.
Hey,
what's up?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, I got you, man.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you were talking about the bathroom thing, right?
Yes.
I work for an expediting company here in Dayton, Ohio. I won't give the name out. But when I go to the restroom, they blow my phone up the whole time I'm in there. Like, as soon as I stop and get situated, they blow my phone up. So their new policy is I have to call in when I go to the restroom.
You have to give them a heads up?
Yeah, like, okay, I'm going to use the restroom now. I'm wondering if they actually come to, I have to tell them number one, number two.
Oh, my God. Really? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yep. I worked, I was working at Channel 7 at the time, back in the early 2000s. And this is when people had those Nextel phones. Remember those? They were cell phones, but they were also kind of like walkie-talkies.
Yeah, you hear that chirp noise.
Yeah, and then you'd hear a voice. And I remember being in the bathroom next to one of the managers, and he had his phone with him, and all of a sudden you hear beep, and you hear like the assignment editor's voice coming over the phone, and he's like, "I'm in the bathroom," and she's like, "Yeah, right. I'm sorry to bother you, but we got a problem here," and I'm like, "Oh God,
I couldn't wait."
Yeah, couldn't wait 3 minutes, or maybe in his case 30. I don't know. All right, Brian, I gotta fly, man. Thanks for your call. Have a good one. Hit me up if you got a story like that.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Now from the WHIO.
All right, everybody. How y'all doing today? We've made it to Thursday. Hey, Jude, how you doing? Right now in Dayton, it is 28 degrees. 28 degrees. It actually felt kind of comfortable today. Hey, Ashley, I saw your message. I'm not ignoring you. I'll get back to you. Actually, I think the email that you said that you saw, I believe, has the information. I just have to remember to put your mug down by the at the guard's desk. But if you can come to the station and pick it up, I can't mail them. I'm going to try to mail the one to the lady up in Lima, but I just can't mail all these mugs. Oh, how much snow did we get? Well, I think the first snowstorm we got, what was that, New Year's weekend or something like that? Well, the weekend after, it was the 6th, the 5th and the 6th. I mean, some places got 9 inches of snow. We've had some snow since, but yeah, Josh, you're right, like 8 to 12 inches. And it's been so cold that it's still on the ground. Now, of course, people who are watching locally know this, but Jude is out in New Mexico. So he may not see the video or whatever. Wow. 48 degrees in Lakeland. Holy cow. Ugh. Lordy, lordy.
Hardware anyway. We'll have the latest at 5:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
This guy was smart, sophisticated, professional. I mean, really, really great.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. I heard Ron's newscast at the top of the hour, and he was talking about the bird flu, which has been a big problem. The story now is that, 1.9 million commercial chickens, over 72,000 commercial turkeys in Darke and Mercer counties were confirmed positive for bird flu. And I had two thoughts on this. One, is there any way we can pin this on the Canada geese? Because they're a protected species and you can't mess with them, but they're all over the place. They cause all kinds of chaos. I'm just throwing that out there. You know, can we pin it to the geese from Canada and then do something about it? And the other thing in the story that I saw, the term that they used for getting rid of these chickens and turkeys, instead of just saying they were put down or they were destroyed, they were depopulated. I've never heard that term used before. We depopulated those chickens. That's it says this comes after 930 commercial chickens in Darke County tested positive for the bird flu and were depopulated back in December. So hopefully they can get a hold of this. But, I mean, we're looking at 2 million, over 2 million new cases confirmed this month. That's crazy.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
All right. First shot of the night. Lordy. Anybody doing anything fun this weekend? Ooh, Bethany. That sounds fun. Tubing. I never went tubing on like at a ski mountain or ski hill. I've been tubing on I went tubing on Caesars Creek years and years ago. That was fun. I mean, I've certainly gone sledding before, but never on a huge ski hill. That would be pretty cool. I think the one thing I missed trying out on that I would have enjoyed would be snowboarding. I think that would have been fun. Jim, I'm going to give you a... Oh, that's quality. Ron, is that local? Is that up at Hobart?
Be of good cheer and call me.
Call me now.
Call me.
He's laughing at us right on the radio.
Least we can do is get him on the radio and talk to him.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. I saw this story today. Former Dayton Flyer, Obi Toppin, got engaged. He now plays for the Pacers, and I guess they're in France playing a couple of maybe, I don't know if these are exhibition games or regular season games, and they're just taking the game overseas. I don't know. But he got engaged to his now fiance, Magdalena Bellinger. And so it was like a very romantic, I guess, engagement in Paris. That's pretty cool. Now, I would love to know if he proposed to her like on the Eiffel Tower or, you know, someplace beautiful in France or, you know, someplace like that. Because that's the one thing I regret in asking my wife to marry me, is that I didn't really do a good job with the engagement. There used to be a bar on Linden Avenue called the Filling Station. And that's where I proposed to her. Now, we had talked about it. We had said, hey, I think it's time, finally. I convinced myself that this was the right choice. So we talked about it, but I hadn't pulled the trigger. So we got engaged at the filling station, sitting at the bar. And I bet Obi did not drop the engagement ring in a tall Miller Lite. I bet he didn't do it. No. So, yeah, I wish I would have put more effort into it at the time. I really screwed the pooch on that one. I know some people go back and have they renew their vows. That should be something. Renewing your proposal. Could we do that? If you had a bad proposal, can you go back and redo it? Because at that time, I was at a different place in my life than I am now. I wasn't really working a lot. I didn't have a lot of money. We certainly weren't going to Paris. I mean, I guess I could have taken her to St. Paris. But I didn't do it. So now I'm thinking maybe I should do that. Let me talk. Is Ron? Is he there?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you hear me talking about Obi Toppin?
Yes.
Getting engaged in Paris?
Yes.
Now, where did you propose to your wife? If I can ask, was it someplace romantic and special and memorable, or was it just sort of, me at the
kind of a long story
bar dive?
Because I didn't really ask her. It was one of those things where I had.
You didn't ask her?
No, we just sort of agreed.
What did you? Oh, okay. I thought maybe you sent her a note. Check this box. Yes. Check this box. No.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, we just sort of agreed. She was looking at something online. She was some registry or something that she was looking at. So what date should I put down here that you asked me to marry me? And I said, it's something in October. Let's do that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never did any, big dinner and any big thing or anything like that. And
Yeah.
Straight asked her. No, it didn't happen that way.
Right.
And
right.
my parents did the same thing back in the day, back in the late 60s.
Interesting.
Hey, when do you want to get married? We'll do it next week. That kind of thing.
It must be genetic.
I believe it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
See, because that's not the first time I've proposed to somebody. The first time, my first marriage, it was at some park in Kettering by the Phrase.
Okay.
And it was at night. And
Okay.
and I didn't know much about the park, and later I learned that that's where sometimes
Yes.
people go to meet. Some people
to do inconspicuous things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. And that's where.
Did your prospective wife know that that's what
No.
people went there for?
No.
Okay. All right.
I remember telling somebody about that night years later, and they were like, "Oh, that's a hotbed for, gay
You know
men."
what?
Yeah. I'm like, well,
Oh, man. Womp womp.
yeah, kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I wonder if anybody, has a memorable engagement or proposal location like one Obi Toppin, Paris, France. I mean, look, he's an NBA guy. He's got the money to do that. Most people don't, right? No, most people can't do that. I guess I could have taken her to Kings Island and proposed to her on the top of that Eiffel Tower. That would have been fun. And then maybe ride some roller coasters afterwards. I don't know. 937-457-1290. Comments on that. We got some mail.
Pack up the jaw jacket. It's time for mail call.
Master, I have mail for you.
The fan mail.
Oh, I'm a big fan of yours.
The mail is here.
Your hate mailbox is full.
Lana watching the live stream, she says that I really do need to redo the proposal to marry. So maybe I will. Maybe I think about it. If you'd like to send me an email, eveningedgetodd@gmail.com. Hey, Todd, I heard you mention pizza rolls last night on your show, and then this morning, Larry Hanskin was talking about pizza rolls. Are you guys in cahoots with the Pizza Roll Cartel? That would be cool if there was a Pizza Hut or a Pizza Roll Cartel, wouldn't it? That'd be great. Love your show. That's from Gus in Bellbrook. Well, thank you, Gus. Well, I missed Miami Valley's morning news this morning, so I didn't know what he was talking about. So I made some inquiries, and this is what he was talking about. He did mention pizza rolls. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is apparently teaming up with Totino's for a quirky breakfast mashup, the story says. The limited edition cereal combines the taste of Totino's pizza rolls with the shape of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So this is pizza for breakfast, pizza cereal. Is that right? Customers can get a free box of this unconventional cereal on Cinnamon Toast Crunch's online store beginning January 28th. That's odd. I love pizza, and I've had pizza for breakfast, usually cold pizza. But pizza cereal? I don't know. I thought when they came out with what was the Cookie Crunch? Wasn't that Cookie Crunch cereal? Yeah. And the joke was, basically we're having a bowl of chocolate chip cookies for breakfast, and that's what it is. And that's, I guess, what this would be. On that same topic, last night we were talking about pizza rolls, and I mentioned that BW3 used to have an item on their menu, and it was like a giant pizza roll. You'd order it, and you'd get these two gigantic pizza rolls, and I couldn't remember what they were called, so I did the Googling, and immediately I saw somebody had written about them. Pepperoni pockets. That's what they were called. They weren't like Hot Pockets. Like Hot Pockets are kind of thin. You know what I mean? It's like, they're yummy. Don't get me wrong. But these looked like giant pizza rolls. And then somebody sent me a picture last night of something that they found very similar. It's called Barney. It's from Barney's Bakery. Hot pepper cheese and pepperoni roll. That was sent to me by Edgehead Chef. And I guess they have them in Sam's Club in the deli in West Virginia and Pennsylvania. Do they have them in Ohio? I'd like to know. I just got my senior membership to Sam's Clubs. I can go and check it out. 937-457-1290. We got Matt in West Milton. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Todd.
How you doing, man?
Hey, I called in for the proposal.
Yes.
1999. Sorry, I was in basic training, and I came home for Christmas Exodus. And my wife picked me up. My current wife picked me up at the airport in Columbus.
Okay.
And we were on our way back to Miami County, and we stopped at the rest area there on 70. And that's where I proposed to her.
You proposed at a rest area?
Yes, the one there on 70 westbound.
Were you just overcome with emotion and you just couldn't help yourself?
It had been a few weeks since I'd seen her, yes.
Ah, okay. So you had this planned in your mind and you were just bursting at the seams.
Yeah. Plus the little box that the ring came in was in my pocket and it was bothering me. So I figured I better get it out of the way.
So essentially you asked your wife to marry you because you were feeling discomfort.
Yeah.
That is a lovely story, Matt. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Love your show.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Real quickly, Ryan in Pleasant Hill. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, how you doing today, Todd?
I'm well.
All right. Hey, this is about the proposal.
Yeah.
Back in 2009, I in front of about about 2,500 people there in Marion, Ohio. We were putting on a bull ride, and I had my wife drive all the way up there, and I had it all set up, and I ended up asking her to marry me in front of, like I said, 2,500 people.
That is dangerous.
And here we are today, cooking beef stew in our
Well,
kitchen.
that's awesome. Now, let me ask you this, though. Did you know for sure she was going to say yes?
No, I didn't.
So you went out on the ledge, man. That is, and I've seen videos like this where people do these public proposals, and then the woman, generally it's the woman is like, hell no, get away from me. And and it becomes a thing. Those are mostly fake. Those are fake.
I just felt like it was the right thing to do. And I felt as giddy as a little schoolgirl. And I went on a limb.
Right. That's all. And did you ride a bull then?
And I put the ring on the wrong finger in front of 2,500 people.
Nah, that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal.
No.
Nope.
And we're here today.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations, Ryan.
Hey, thank you, bud.
Very happy for you. That's awesome. Yeah. Now, see, that's pretty cool. That's memorable. You do it at a rodeo. Now, if he could have like ridden the bull, right, and then got knocked off, and then had the girlfriend rush to his side, and then while she's down there trying to revive him from being stamped on the bull and say, "Will you marry me?" See, that would. He probably did it the right way.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
Double D.
Double L. S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
I don't want to get cocky here, but I've been nailing it with these paper wads. I mean, some nights I'm shooting like 80, 90%. And I think it's because of the backboard. And I made an adjustment to my approach. I do need to turn pro. The National Paper Wad Basketball Association. Leslie, you think? Probably. That's right, Aaron. That's what I'm doing. And I'm also putting more force in the shot. I think I was putting too much of an arc. You can't really see here because my hand's off camera, but like I was letting go here, like trying to do the, like almost like a sky hook sort of thing, but I wasn't following through. They were all falling short. So instead of letting go here, like here, I'm letting go up here. See, I've spent many nights up awake thinking about this. picked for precise freshness. Exactly, Leslie. It's tiring. It is tiring. You just have no idea. Oh, Heather. It happens. It happens.
Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. This is WHIO Dayton and WHIO FM Pleasant Hill. All news, all the time.
Senators make a move on cabinet nominations. One of the latest at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
You gotta tune in, man. You gotta tune in.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Next hour, I got a current events quiz. And we've got another one of those cool Evening Edge, highly sought after jackpot coffee mugs. Last night I posted a picture of Mary. She was drinking her hot cocoa out of one of those mugs. And it is true, I charged her $25 for that mug. But you can win it here on the show. Susan and Kettering. Hey, Susan.
Well, actually, this is her husband, Philip.
Oh, my God, Philip, what happened to Susan? Is she okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
She passed it off to me because we're still trying to figure out the story of our proposal because we can't really remember it.
Well, I'm not going to help you. I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you. Wait. Hold on, Philip. Hold on. Okay. You got nothing else going on right now, right? You're just hanging at home. It's almost news time. You and Susan get your story straight. And then after the news, I will come back to you and we can hear about your amazing proposal. Would that be okay? Okay, hold on. Yeah, see, I want them to get to the point, right? I can't help them remember. I wasn't there.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I don't
He's
think.
a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper. It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
All right. Oh, Deborah. Well, I'm going to have to, Deborah, I'm going to have to share your missive here. Ah.
That Ron was
This is a WHIO payroll payout alert.
Thank you, thank you.
$1,000 tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
Have you ever heard of this guy?
It's Todd. It's Todd, honey.
He's funny.
Monday through Friday.
5 to 7 on the radio.
You can tell she likes Todd for Todd. He's a nut. Real character, that one.
Todd, let's do this.
Get the show started.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
First of all, let me say that I love your show. I mean, you're the bomb.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Watch the live stream on Facebook and YouTube. This hour, we have a current events quiz. Your chance to win an Evening Edge jackpot coffee mug. And we have tickets to give away for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in concert with the Dayton Philharmonic Orchestra. Friday, May 9th, Schuster Center. You get tickets at DaytonLive.org, or you can win them here when you hear Harry Potter's music. You know that one. And I'll tell you when to call. So last hour I had the story. Former UD basketball star Obi Toppin now plays for the Indiana Pacers. Got engaged, and he and his fiancée Magdalena Bellinger posted this on Instagram with some photos. They got engaged in Paris. Paris, very, very fancy. I got married, or I proposed to my wife at the filling station. It used to be a bar on Linden, or like a bar restaurant. It's now something else. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, I said this last hour. I didn't really put a lot of effort into it, and I regret it. I regret it. I wish I would have made it very special and memorable for my wife, Mary. And I didn't do it. And I'm catching some heat here on the live stream. Deborah writes, oh my gosh, Evening Edge, Todd. The filling station for the love, as fun and creative and intelligent as you are. Oh, well, that's nice. The greatest radio host to ever be broadcasted. That she said that. That's very... Proposed at the filling station? I'm puzzled by the whole thing. Redo. Yeah. You know, I had a thought because somebody else mentioned that they got engaged at Carillon Historical Park. I think it was Edgehead Dennis. When they finally installed the giant Cheez-It statue that I got built and gave to Carillon. When it finally goes on full display, that's where I should do it. I should propose to her in front of the giant Cheez-It. Because for a couple of years there, when I was talking about trying to get the stupid Cheez-It statue built here in Dayton, she got tired of hearing about Cheez-It. She was like, can we talk about something other than Cheez-It? So just as a little joke, maybe, I don't know. All right. Before the break, we were talking to, I thought it was Susan, and then her husband, Philip, got on the phone, and they were trying to remember their proposal story, and they weren't sure. We were up against the news. So, Phil, is this Philip now, or is this Susan back?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So have you guys worked out all the details? There seemed to be some blank spots. You weren't sure, trying to remember the story.
Well, mostly the main details. See, we've been married over 30 years now.
Okay.
And on our 25th anniversary, we wanted to do that up right. So since our first proposal was kind of a blur, it wasn't, it was just kind of like we'd been talking and all this stuff.
Like kind of off the cuff, just part of the conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. My just one day, my wife happened to say, if we're going to get married, we need to set a date. And that was kind of the most official we got to a proposal.
Yeah.
Is kind of, we said that. So on our 25th, actually the year before, on the 24th, I wanted to do it right. We'd seen a movie where the guy and the woman, they had these matching rings that they wore on necklaces.
Okay.
And it was kind of neat because he had lost his memory, and when he found the girl, she showed him the matching necklace ring, and they're like, "Oh wow!" And he knew that was the girl.
Yeah.
And so I'd gotten some these matching his and her necklace rings, and we were at, I don't know why we chose this place, but Graders in Centerville.
Ah.
And right in the middle of Graders in Centerville, I got down on one knee and asked her if she would marry me again in 1 year.
Oh, now see?
She said yes. I'm glad, and got video of it.
Did you like renew your vows then on the 25th?
Yeah, we renewed our vows on our 25th.
That's great.
And it was funny because looking at the video that a friend of ours took, the people in the background were looking. You'd think they'd be happy or something, but they just kind of looked and they were like confused and had strange looks on their face, like, what's going on here?
Well, I've been to that Grader, so I get that.
Yeah. I mean, you'd think with the late night crowd it might be like that, but
Yeah.
So,
All right.
but
Well,
that
Philip,
was our story.
Philip and Susan, that's a nice story. Thank you, and congratulations on your long, enduring marriage.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. We got Steve in Dayton. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Todd.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Doing good. First of all, I met my wife. Some girl from high school asked me to go out on a date with her. She was going out with a friend of hers. And so basically I was meeting this girl on a blind date.
A blind double date kind of deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I meet at Applebee's in Huber Heights. And we dated a couple of years, and I spent months and months designing a ring for her, thinking, I'll ask her to marry me. And I was making payments, and I finally get the ring, and I decided to do it on July 4th at Cloud Park, 1998, in Huber Heights.
Yeah.
And I was going to do it after the fireworks, so I invited my brother, his wife, and he invited his mother and father-in-law and all this. So, and her mother was there, and so the fireworks happened, and they ended, and it was kind of dark. You've been watching these fireworks; they were fantastic fireworks. I get down on one knee.
Yeah, I have a
open
feeling.
the box, the ring box, and I'm holding it up
to
her, and I said, Carlos Ballard, will you marry me?
Yeah.
And there was a brief pause, and she says, I can't see it. And I thought, oh my gosh, she said no in front of all these people. The next thing I know, my brother turns a flashlight on, his father-in-law turns a flashlight on. They're shining the ring. She couldn't see the ring.
Oh no, because it was it was small. Is that what it was, or did you drop it?
No, she just couldn't see it because it was so dark.
Okay.
She said, I can't see it because I can't see marrying you. That's my first thing.
I would have thought this. Yeah, I can't see that.
Yeah. So I tell that story nowadays, and I said, she's never answered yes. And she goes, well, you're married, aren't you?
Right.
So it's been 25 years coming up. So
well,
it was good.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Steve. Good story, man. Good story. Appreciate it. I guess I do need to redo it. And I just jokingly mentioned the giant Cheez-It over at Carillon, and Carillon CEO Brady Crush just texted me and said, "Great idea. Come over here." I could do it. I could propose to her. I could take her on the train ride. They got the train, right? We could grab some food over there at Culp's. Yeah, a burger. She loves a good burger. And then I could just sort of say, "Hey, why don't we let's go check out the Cheez-It? The big cheese. See how the big Cheez-It's going." And then I could get down on one knee. I could be wearing my Cheez-It socks, my Cheez-It bow tie, my Cheez-It boxers. Now, nobody else would see those. But and then I could propose to her. Or, I know what I could do. I could very carefully, very, very carefully open a Cheez-It box and hide the ring in the box of Cheez-Its. Or like a little bag. Or so, you know what I mean? The little box. I guess that's a little bit like the beer, though, isn't it? Drop it in the bag of Cheez-Its. 937-457-1290 if you have any thoughts on what your proposal was like. Was it someplace memorable? Was it someplace forgettable? I saw this story. This has been making the rounds. And I think this might not be the first time that this has occurred. There's a 53-year-old woman in France who says that she was scammed out of $850,000 from a person posing to be Hollywood megastar Brad Pitt. And I feel like I've seen this story before, but I don't think it's the same woman. I think there's somebody out there posing as Brad Pitt. She says the scammer told her he needed the money for hefty medical bills he couldn't cover because of his divorce. Wow. She says the long-distance romantic relationship with Pitt began after she was contacted by someone claiming to be Jane Pitt, the mother of the legendary actor. And they started chatting. And this woman says that Brad Pitt's, in air quotes, mom thought that she would be a good match for Brad. So she hooked him up. And it wasn't long before someone posing as Brad Pitt approached this woman on Instagram, and the love and larceny began. $850,000. And I saw some pictures that were purported to be of this person that this woman received. And I got to be honest, I can't tell if those pictures were doctored. I mean, clearly they were doctored because it was Brad Pitt, but it looked like it was photoshopped Brad Pitt. And I think at this point, unless it's done by AI, and these were not, I think we all would kind of know, like, that's not real. That's fake. But she bought into it. Love is blind.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
Double D.
Double L. S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
Well, he has quite the reputation.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. If you'd like a pair of tickets to go see Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in concert with the Dayton Philharmonic, Friday, May 9th at the Schuster, just be the fifth caller right now at 937-457-1290, and we'll hook you up with those tickets. You can get tickets at DaytonLive.org. Just heard that little commercial there where somebody in the commercial, they were talking about accidentally sending a text to their boss instead of someone else, whoever it was, and doesn't really say what they texted. I've never done anything like that, but I do remember probably a year or so ago, and yes, you can still butt dial a smartphone. I figured out how to do it, but I was up late. It was like 2:30 in the morning. And all of a sudden, like, I move my phone and I see that I'm calling our operations manager, Nick Roberts. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm, scrambling to try to shut it down, turn it off or stop the call. He didn't answer. And then the next day he goes, hey man, was everything okay last night? I didn't answer. It was kind of late. And I said, no, I just butt dialed. 937-457-1290. Ethan in Dayton. What's up, Ethan?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. What's shaking with you, man?
So I was just, I got two things if you have time for it.
Yeah.
The first thing, the Cheez-It thing. Congratulations on being ready for that, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
I got engaged just about a year and a half ago. It's been a while. It's been a struggle, but we're getting married in May. Anyway,
awesome.
I think most ring boxes would probably fit if you got the big Cheez-It thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that might work.
Yeah.
Just so you don't get, all the Cheez-It crumbs on it. Anyway, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you have time for it?
Yeah.
So I was raised pretty liberal. My parents were both educators. I'm a teacher still. I like to think I'm more middle of the aisle.
Okay.
But anyway, y'all were talking about that note Joe Biden left the president about like good luck, God bless, stuff like that.
Who was talking? I wasn't talking about that. Was somebody?
Well, no, it was on another show.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Maybe Hannity. I can't remember exactly. But he left like a note like that. And I know that Trump is talking a lot about unifying, and I think that's really important. So I was wondering, I work at a school that has a lot of ESL and a lot of first generation kids here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering, do you think there's a way, just in terms of like maybe unifying people a little bit more on the topic, do you think there's a way we can like see which of the undocumented people or whatever you want to call it, like which of them are the troublesome ones? Is there any way to like expedite that and focus on that population before we move on to, do you know what I'm saying?
Ethan, I don't talk politics on my show. So I guess maybe what I would say is, and what I've heard people suggest is that we know who the bad guys are and the bad
and it sounds like
people.
that, right?
So, and I think that's what they're going to go after, but I don't know. I haven't a thought on it, to be honest with you, But
okay, all right. I appreciate the feedback
well,
though, and
no,
good luck, man.
Thanks, Ethan. I appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just talking about, proposing again to my wife in front of a giant Cheez-It.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO. WH.
I think he snuck in a question. Which happens from time to time. But, what are you going to do? Might be a new listener. Look, stuff slips in from time to time, I could have accidentally hung up. I'll tell you, Captain Scurvy, the thing that I'm most bothered by Russia is the fact that the magnetic North Pole is moving away from northern Canada and into Siberia. And I think that that is some sort of conspiracy. It's the Russians, Leslie. It's the Russians. Where's my Russia music? Where is it? Oh, goodness. Oh, I love the hunt for Red October. Turn the sub directly into the direction of the other sub. I shed fire. Lana, we're working on it. We're working on it. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate it. I'm not aggravated at the guy. He seemed like a genuine, he was asking a genuine question. At least he didn't call up and just start yelling and screaming, That's what drives me nuts. Something happens and then all of a sudden it's like, and you're on the air. That's what drives me crazy. Oh, Kim, I'm so sorry. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Kim.
8 a.m.
Everybody, could I have your attention, please?
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Now, hold on, dummy. Just you listen to me.
Now, listen to me carefully.
Boys got something to say to me? Why don't you talk into the microphone?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. I need a contestant for the current events quiz. If you'd like to take the quiz, win yourself a highly sought after Evening Edge jackpot coffee mug. Be the fifth caller, 937-457-1290. And we'll hook you up. And you can take the quiz. And Bryn, my producer, she's a newer producer. This is, I think, her, third night of producing the show. And this is a big night because the training wheels came off tonight. And she's doing a fabulous job. Let's talk to Rod in Miamisburg. Hey, Rod, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
So what's up?
I just wanted to tell you how I proposed to my wife.
Was it memorable? Was it forgettable? Was it sensational? What was it?
It was definitely memorable.
Uh-oh.
But it was kind of sensational for her.
Okay.
She's a Batman fanatic.
She's a what?
A Batman fanatic.
Oh, she loves the Batman.
Yes. So I went to the party store.
Yeah.
Party supply, and I bought every Batman thing that I could find.
Oh.
I bought a Batman costume. I bought little bat signals to put on the floor instead of rose petals.
Right.
Where I had her ring sitting on top of this thing that was supposed to go on top of a cake that was all Batman. And I set that down there, and then she walked in. I told her to follow the bat signs, and I proposed to her when she got to the ring.
Oh, that is awesome. I love that.
So I was Batman.
That is pretty cool. That reminds me, my wife is a big Harry Potter fan, and I forget which birthday it was. It might have been 30. I can't remember. But I did something similar. It was birthday. It wasn't proposal, but decorated the house with all these Harry Potter things. I made these little signs like, have you seen this wizard? And I got her one of those cakes, the Harry Potter cakes that that says "Happy Birthday, Harry," and it's misspelled. It's just kind of cool, and so that's cool. That's a great theme. Good job, Rod. Very good job, man.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I love that. See, he put some thought into it. All I did was drop the ring in a tall Miller Lite. Yeah, that's what I did. We got Brenda on the phone. Hey, Brenda.
Hi there.
Brenda, where are you calling from? Lewisburg, Ohio.
Yes.
Home of the haunted caves.
I feel like we're friends, Todd.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Oh, well,
I listen to you every night.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that you feel like we're friends. I feel that way about the Edgeheads, except for Captain Scurvy on the live stream. Yeah. The man smells like moldy bread.
I got to tell you something really funny. My husband, when we got engaged, he handed me the Finger Hut book catalog and said, pick out a ring.
The Finger Hut catalog?
You remember the Finger Hut catalog?
Yes.
Well, there was rings in there. I picked out the prettiest one ever.
Yeah.
And later he surprised me, and we would have been married 25 years, but he passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
19, but I still love him.
But you've got that great Finger Hut story.
You got that right.
That's right. All right, let's get to it. We got the current events quiz here.
Oh, my God. Listen, everybody.
It's the Evening Edge current events quiz.
A quiz, hotshot.
Can you answer the question?
I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh?
Now, here's your host, Todd Hollst.
Thank you very much, Norm Kelly, official announcer of the Evening Edge current events quiz. So we got Brenda and Lewisburg. Now, Brenda, you're playing for one of those Evening Edge jackpot coffee mugs.
Awesome.
I mentioned this earlier. I posted a picture of my wife Mary last night drinking her hot cocoa out of the mug, and she loved it because it's a bigger mug than your normal coffee mug.
Wow, I'll enjoy that.
Yeah. And what I should have done is made it sort of like a, hey, have your morning coffee with Todd. That's kind of cool.
Well, that is cool.
Or your evening cocoa. Or
now, would I be able to send a picture to you of me drinking out of the coffee mug?
Are you on social media? Are you like on Facebook?
Of course. The junkie.
Well, do you follow my show?
I have.
Well, yeah, well, follow it and send me a picture. I'm on there.
You got it.
Yeah,
I will do that.
Okay. All right. Here's how we play. Or do you know how to play?
I know how we play.
Okay. You got it. Brenda's ready to go. 3 questions, 3 possible answers. It's always C. Okay. All of these have to do with Florida man and Florida woman.
Okay.
Here's question number 1. Cops in Tallahassee say they arrested a man recently during a massive snowball fight. Did you see that? They got a ton of snow.
Oh, yeah, they got a ton of snow. Loved it.
Yeah. They arrested the man after he, A, got naked and made a snow angel.
Uh-huh.
B, was spotted doing inappropriate things to a snowman.
Oh, brother.
Or C, nailed a cop in the face with a snowball.
C.
Well, you got it. That's what it sounded like right there. All right, cops are ready for question number 2? Okay, we get it. Cops in Orlando arrested a woman over the weekend for possessing a bag of drugs.
Uh-oh.
What tipped them off? Was it A, the bag she was carrying was see-through? B, the woman's child told cops, Mommy has something special in her bag.
Oh, geez.
Or C, the bag had the words, definitely not a bag full of drugs printed on the side.
C.
That is correct.
Oh,
that's true. That is absolutely true. Okay.
Oh.
All right. For the big win, here's question number 3. Cops in Miami arrested a local attorney after he went ballistic waiting in a line at a prime rib buffet. Cops say he's accused of A, striking another guest with a slab of meat. Oh, that sounds like that sounds like the snowball. B, striking another guest with a ladle of gravy. That's wow. And C, striking another guest with a dinner plate.
Oh my goodness. C.
You got it. That is correct.
It takes all kinds, doesn't it?
Yep. Well, congratulations, Brenda. You are the winner.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, and Todd, about your butt dial, real quick. After my husband died, and I had to change my job from a lunch lady hero to a janitor.
Okay.
And I had my phone in my bra.
That's where I keep mine usually.
Not like Dolly, and mine are real. And I was scrubbing the toilet, and all of a sudden I hear, Aunt Brenda. Here I had FaceTime my nephew in South Carolina. I don't even know how to do that.
With your boob?
I did it.
Wow. You get another one. That is impressive.
Isn't it though?
Yeah, good job, Brenda. Hang on the line. We're going to get your details, and I will contact you about how you can get your mug, okay?
Thank you.
All right, there you go. And that's how you play the current events quiz. And that takes us to, it's really a Florida man and Florida woman story, but we'll go with Florida man. How do you do that? Phone in your bra? How do you heard of butt dialing, but not boob dialing? Cops in Key West, Florida, on an overnight patrol, rolled up on something they wouldn't normally expect to see Tuesday morning around 4:20 in the morning. So they're out cruising, making sure everything's buttoned up and there's no shenanigans going on. And then they pull up along a sidewalk and they see a man and woman going at it. You know what I mean? Cops spotted a woman bent over in front of the man who was thrusting his hips back and forth right in front of a pet grooming business. Unacceptable. The two subjects continued their moment until the cops activated their flashing lights. Cops say the couple then scrambled to compose themselves, but the two amorous Floridians were arrested for committing lascivious acts with another person in a public place. Lascivious. The duo was booked into the Monroe County Jail on a misdemeanor charge and later released. Both will be arraigned at the end of the month. That is a weird thing to see. That is a weird thing to see. I've never seen that happen. Like, I've never encountered a couple going at it in public. I don't know how I would respond to that. I mean, obviously, it's like, get a room, that kind of thing. Bren's like, no, my producer, no, she don't want to see that. She never wants to see that. It'll burn your eyes out.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper. It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
If you didn't see the picture, there it is. Mm-hmm. Have a good one, Zach. You guys. Lordy.
Live from the McAfee Heating, Air, and Plumbing Studios. Breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. This is WHIO Dayton and WHIO FM Pleasant Hill. All news, all the time.
Watch for snow flurries tonight around the Miami Valley. We'll have latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Something told me to turn on the radio.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube for a couple of more moments. Wing It Wednesday. We've had a few takers in the last few days, local nonprofits that are going to come on the show at some point and talk about their services, their events, the things that they do for folks here and around the Miami Valley. If you happen to be part of an organization like that and you'd like to come on the show some Wednesday, all you got to do is contact me, eveningedgetodd@gmail.com. And on that night, we'll sign you up. We'll figure out a date that works. It's going to obviously be on a Wednesday. Otherwise, it wouldn't be Wing It Wednesday. It'd be something else, right? You'll come in. You'll bring me a plate of wings, an order of chicken wings from wherever. I don't care. I'm not super picky. I mean, okay, I'm a little picky, but I'm not particular, right? I mean, if you've got a favorite chicken wing place in your town and you want to share that information with me and the edgeheads out there, well, you bring me a order of wings. And then when you and I sit down and we talk for 25, 30 minutes about your organization, it's a great way to work with local groups in the community, help them reach their goals, and feed me wings. I mean, that's where Bryn, now my producer, Bryn, hop on. Why are you kind of like, you said no to that? I mean, what's up with that?
I am not a big fan of chicken wings.
Are you vegan?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't know. So would you eat chicken chunks?
I just prefer boneless.
Ah, you don't like meat on the bone.
Yeah, it's too messy.
See, my wife's the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'll eat boneless chicken wings all day long. Well, she used to, but not so much anymore since her surgery. She doesn't like any meat on the bone. Like absolutely not. Like no fried chicken, nothing. No ribs, nothing like that.
I'm the same way.
Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Okay. Well, I get it then. Well, maybe one night if you're working on a Wednesday, I'll have them bring boneless wings or something like that so we can share some wings together. Okay? Well, there you go. That's the show. I'll be back tomorrow just after 5 o'clock. Oh, we got UD basketball tomorrow night. So we have a shortened show. 1 hour show, I believe, is correct. I think that's right. Yeah. You can get the podcast of this show at eveningedgetodd.com and many, many other podcast platforms. Just Google it. You'll find it. You can also send me an email, eveningedgetodd@gmail.com, or hit me up on Messenger at eveningedgetodd. And don't forget to visit thetoddshop.com. Get your edge gear. $2 from each item goes to a local charity. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.
I'm out of ideas. He's done. It's over. He's finished.
Sorry, buddy. Show's over.
Say good night to the bad guy.
Now give me a kiss and say goodnight.
Good riddance, you loony.
All right, all you edgeheads, have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Be safe, be warm.